let's chat a little bit about our calories and macronutrients. So, calories. We hear about it all the time. My calories are this, calories. What is a calorie? Do you even know what the actual calorie is? Let's talk about it. A calorie is a unit of heat that indicates the amount of energy it takes the body to, for energy. So, with that being said, we'll get into a little more. It's all written below. Check out all the details of calories too. So we don't really think of that when we hear the term calorie. We think of, oh, if I eat too many, I'm going to get fat. Calories are our energy source in our body. So we do need an adequate amount of calories to function, to think, to play, to work, to sleep, to do all those things. We have to have calories in our body. So what those calories are made up of are our macronutrients. So what are our macronutrients? Our macronutrients are our protein, carbohydrates, and fats. So none of those are the devil. None of them are bad for you. They all serve a very specific role in our body and our energy and our development. So your carbohydrate, there are 4 calories per 1 gram of carbohydrate. So every gram, so when you look at the back of your, we'll use this. When you look at the back of something on the nutrition facts and it says total carbohydrates, this happens to have 0 grams, so there's no carbohydrates because of course it's coconut oil. That would be, if there was 1 gram of carbohydrate in this, I would have 4 calories for that 1 gram. And same with protein. Protein and carbohydrates are equal. Protein is 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. Fat gets a little trickier in there because fat is double, a little over double. So 1 gram of fat has 9 calories in it. So here you have 14 grams of fat in this coconut oil, and that equals 120 calories. So that is how you compute your macronutrients to your calories. A lot of the plans that I create for you, we will focus mostly on macronutrient breakdown, what those calories are made up of, because that is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck while training. Yes, you need protein, yes, you need fat, and yes, you need carbohydrates. How we break that down will be based on what your needs are, your activity level, a little bit of how you choose to eat, how you choose not to eat, those kind of things. If you want to be vegetarian or vegan, or those are some of the things that you are concerned about, we can adapt your macronutrients so you get everything you need to be able to lift heavy, build a strong physique, and a lean body fat percentage. So we can do that with using those macronutrients and not just focusing on the calories. Because you can have, say, 1,500 calories in candy bars and soda and never reach your goals because it's straight sugar and junk, and it's affecting the body in a negative way by increasing insulins and that forcing your body to adjust insulin levels and all these things that sugar does to our body. Or you could have 1,500 calories in chicken, potatoes, and asparagus. This is going to get you to the goals. Though your calories may stay the same, you're having 1 in all sugar and 1 in nutrient-dense foods. With my plans, you'll find that we focus on macronutrients, so food swapping is a lot easier for you to do. You can say, you know what, I don't want potatoes anymore, I'm really sick of potatoes, Tiffany, if you give me another potato, and you can take potatoes out and add in, you know, whole brown rice. You can add in healthier options, sweet potato, not healthier, but different healthy options like sweet potatoes and squash and things like that, oatmeal. You can start to swap out your carbohydrates because it'll be easy for you to identify what those carbohydrates are, what the fats are, and what the proteins are in each meal. So you'll be able to swap those out and hit your caloric goals. With our plans, we focus on the macronutrient breakdown. However, when you've blown that out of the water and you're like, oh my gosh, I have eaten way too many carbs today, what am I going to do? Then your backup plan is to make sure you don't overeat your calories. So you have 2 levels of keeping yourself in track. You do macronutrients first. If you're hitting your protein, carbs, and fat right on the dot, your calories will be where they need to be. However, when you had way too many carbohydrates or fat, or your macronutrient breakdown is askew for the day, then that backup plan is to keep your calories under your goal and not overeat. So there's two ways of keeping yourself in track and on goal, on point. We just don't want to focus on calories. We want to focus on those macronutrients where we're building a strong physique with nutrient-dense options. So check out the information below. I really break it down. I explain every single part of a carb, fat, and protein as it's used in your body. So check out the written information below. And if you have questions, again, always ask me. Let's communicate. And here is where you start to learn where your calories should be by doing some easy calculations, but also if you're too low, you can reverse diet. You start to pull in some of those other concepts we're going to be talking about in the nutrition section, and really getting the knowledge, but also the more bang for your buck. So, if you have questions, message me.